Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening again, putting out another video. Sometimes I have a lot on my mind and really want to get this out. This is a video I've really been wanting to work on and really talk about because it's something important, I think, that relates to everything related to cryptocurrencies, but also everything related to the future with GameStop and also Loopring. I'm really hyped up and really see such a groundbreaking technology through what Loopring has been able to develop. With the ZK rollup technology, that's based on Ethereum level 2 with the security, speed, no gas fees, everything related around this. Now, with that in mind, we have two kind of exchanges here. We have the decentralized exchange, but also the centralized exchanges. Now, Loopring has already applied for a patent that basically gives them access to make an exchange like the New York Stock Exchange. Just get that in mind, okay? But this is for the DEX. That's a decentralized crypto exchange, all right? Now, Loopring's DEX trading platform is based upon the ZK rollup technology. Please go read about it. It is very difficult to talk about, and I will keep it very short and very simple. But this technology will compete with centralized exchanges in terms of speed and cost, but also, hopefully, user experience. That's a big part of this right now, right? Because you got to provide users with a higher security than centralized exchanges. And now this is a big thing I'll talk about at the end. Security levels here. It's something that we're all fearful every single day about. All right. Now, user experience, that's going to be very interesting, all right? Because right now we use stock markets and brokers like Robinhood and Webull, and we know about the user experience. People love Robinhood for the ease of access to get in there, and it's all, like gambling and fluffy and very nice. Webull, but the people move over Fidelity, and it's a more basic, little dry, but hopefully they'll be sprucing up everything, right? Now, all of these brokers that go through the New York Stock Exchange or the IEX, whatever they do, they are centralized, and we know the issues. Because there are three primary risks to these centralized exchanges. Lack of security, lack of transparency, we know all about that, and also lack of liquidity at times of high volume of trading, okay? Now think about that. Now, I want you to think about this also. How many wallets do you have right now? Crypto wallets. How many exchanges do you use daily? I mean, I'm using 4 because they don't all have what I need because nothing's really there yet. All right, I've got coins spread out, and I can trade it, I can swap all of this. I got to pay various times, a lot of waiting fees, and it's freaking a hassle. I mean, last night I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning just to find out if my Bitcoin transaction is started or is even progressing, and no, it didn't, so it's still taking time. All right, now first I want to talk about centralized exchanges. They're platforms which facilitate the buying and selling cryptocurrencies, either for fiat currencies like the US dollar, or between digital assets like BTC and Ethereum. Now, they function as trusted intermediaries in trades. This is important. They're intermediaries. Often act like custodians by storing and protecting your funds. No, we trust them. These leading exchanges, they help facilitate every aspect of trading of the digital asset experience, okay? From security, fair market prices, to regulatory compliance, even consumer protection. Robinhood, you're hopefully hearing this, does not exist. But also giving us access to various digital assets, all right? They execute preliminary and also intermediary trades, typically against BTC and Ethereum. All right, they can also do paying bid-ask spreads also in the process. Coinbase, Binance, KuCoin, and many of these others. All right, now once you think back a few years, MTGOX in Japan. Remember the huge hack? After that happened, did you feel safe? No. Even now, using your phone, your email, there's always an inherent risk out there. But for now, we always watch our passwords, but also stay alert and watch your back and passwords and everything else. Now let's move over to the DEX, the decentralized exchange. This is what Loopring is applied for, all right? These do not use trusted intermediaries. This is huge, okay? Instead, they're facilitating the exchange of crypto assets by matching and executing trades through smart contracts, matching people, one computer to another computer. Now, they do not act as custodians to your funds, which means you and me, we're always in charge of our private keys. Where centralized exchange, they hold your private keys on your behalf. We trust you. Now, right now, Robinhood, for example, they say we're going to put out a wallet, but they haven't done it yet. Coinbase, you can buy through them, and they're going to hold everything there unless you transfer it off yourself. No, we trust them. All right. Now, these decentralized exchanges take a different approach to buying and selling digital assets. They operate, again, without an intermediary organization for clearing any transactions. They rely on self-executing smart contracts for helping to facilitate the trades, okay? This dynamic enables instantaneous trades. an extreme lower cost than any the centralized crypto exchanges. This is what Loopring ZK rollup is doing. Gas fees, basically zero, and instantaneous swapping between numerous different cryptocurrencies, all right? And again, DEX takes on a non-custodial framework, and this is important because you are in charge of your cryptocurrency keys, finances, every single thing, and that's important. I like that. This means I'm going to retain my custody of my own cryptocurrency, and I'm responsible for managing my wallets and my personal private keys. If I mess up, it's on me. I have nobody else to blame but myself. All right, now holding your private keys is considered basically a high reward. I like having the option, because users, they want to hold everything. Now, again, if you bought the Robinhood last January, if you're these people, sorry I keep referring to them, but you never had control of those. And you never had it, and that bothered me. If I don't have control of my assets, well, I feel kind of insecure about that, right? But again, this comes with inherent risks. Risks that, one, your lease can get lost or stolen, destroyed, or likely that you become a capacitator and you die and suddenly. Nobody knows your passwords, your keys can't be accessed, and all of this has disappeared. Now, there have been several crazy experiences with people losing their keys, losing USBs in garbage dumps in England, all of this stuff. All right. Now, the lack of this intermediary also means that most of DX have a counterparty risk, and they're not required to follow a KYC, know your customer, or AML, which is anti-money laundering regulatory standards. Okay, so this is very different. Now, the development of these platforms has presented a huge paradigm shift in exchange of digital assets, and extremely in the last few years, and especially in regard to security. These decentralized exchanges do not take custody of user funds or operate in accordance with the hard-coded rules executed by these software protocols. This insulates these DX exchanges from large-scale thefts to an extent. All right, you got to think about this. To an extent, hackers cannot infiltrate a single centralized wallet or a server and steal multiple user funds in one fell swoop. That we've seen this again and again. People come in and they swoop things in 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and get away with hundreds of millions of dollars and everything else. But however, because most, and I don't know about all of them, but most of these decentralized exchange codes, these hackers have been able to exploit some coding flaws in some of the DX in order to steal user funds. All right, April 2020, for example, about $250,000 worth of Monero was stolen from a decentralized exchange, BISQ. When a hacker, he exploited a flaw in the code running on the DX trading services. All right, now, this is just a quick rundown of the two exchanges and how they operate. But also some of the risks that are involved. There will always be risks, and it's important for you as the buyer and holder of your assets to understand the full content and decisions that you make. All right. Now, I'm very bullish on this. I love the way I keep reading and learning about this DX rollup, and because they're breaking to new territory for others to utilize their technology. I'll say this again. They developed this and they're breaking to new territory for other companies to use the ZX rollup, use this technology for whatever crypto-based projects they can imagine or create. GameStop, what are you up to? Again, Loopring they're going to have their own marketplace or their own exchange over here. GameStop's going to come in, they're going to use the ZYX rollup, develop a separate complete exchange for NFTs and a lot of other gaming stuff. I've been looking through some other companies' development ideas, and it's pretty freaking awesome what they're doing. I'll put some stuff down below, but just think about if you have your screen here and you're able to interact, chat, live stream, put gaming systems on, all within this GameStop new server, marketplace, brokerage, market maker, warehouse, you name it, storefronts. The list goes on and on. It's just a matter of whatever you can imagine can be developed now. And this is, again, two trains coming to basically bridge two different parts of the world, and everybody's moving into this new technology. And again, GameStop's moving in first, and Loopring has done an incredible job to lower gas fees and to get transaction speeds to Ethereum. Basically, it's limitless now. And the rest is up to people who are going to create apps and new technologies to really bridge and connect this. Because again, this is the start of something new, and I'm glad to be learning about this, even in, So all of you out there, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you're learning something. Please leave some comments down below. I'm still learning and learning about this technology. There's so much about it that for me, I really get into, and for me to really share as much as I can with all of you out there. So hey, have a great night, have a great Tuesday, have a great Wednesday, have a great week. Stay positive and yeah, stay strong.